Jen Sincero's "You Are a Badass" delves into the profound yet often overlooked power of belief. It doesn't merely suggest that positive thinking is beneficial, it systematically dissects the self-sabotaging beliefs we unconsciously harbor and offers a pragmatic approach to dismantling them. The book's core premise isn't about becoming a superhuman, but about aligning our actions with our true desires, a process often hindered by the restrictive narratives we tell ourselves. This recognition of ingrained negativity as the primary obstacle is a powerful insight. We aren't simply lacking motivation or skill. Often, we are actively undermining our potential through a web of self-doubt and fear, a reality Sincero skillfully unveils. Sincero's emphasis on the subconscious is particularly compelling. She doesn't treat it as some mystical, inaccessible realm, but as a practical force shaping our reality. The book underscores that many of our actions and reactions are automatic, driven by deeply rooted beliefs we may not even be aware of. This awareness is crucial because it means change isn't about forcing ourselves into new patterns. It is about reprogramming the underlying code that dictates our behavior. Recognizing the automaticity of our negative thinking is the first step towards taking conscious control of it. This is not a passive endeavor. It demands introspection and honest evaluation of the belief systems we have adopted, often unknowingly. The book also masterfully dismantles the concept of the victim mentality. It doesn't dismiss genuine hardship, but it does highlight how holding on to a victim narrative empowers the problem rather than offering a solution. Sincero argues that embracing agency, accepting responsibility for our lives, is paramount to personal transformation. This is not about self-blame. It's about acknowledging that while external circumstances might impact us, we possess the power to choose our reactions and carve our own path. The distinction between circumstances and our responses to them is a critical one. Shifting focus to the latter allows us to reclaim control and start shaping our destiny rather than merely reacting to it. Sincero's perspective on fear isn't about its eradication, but about changing our relationship with it. She acknowledges fear as an inherent human experience, but she insists that it does not have to be our controlling force. The book encourages embracing the discomfort that accompanies change and viewing fear as an indication that we are moving beyond our comfort zones, precisely where growth occurs. This isn't about being fearless, it's about becoming a fear fighter, recognizing the emotion but choosing to move forward despite its presence. It's a reframing that transforms a paralyzing force into a compass pointing towards opportunities for growth. The concept of energy is discussed in a way that blends the esoteric with the practical. Sincero illustrates that our emotions, beliefs, and attitudes emit a vibration that influences what we attract into our lives. While not adhering to any specific spiritual doctrine, the book encourages us to align our energy with our desires. This isn't a plea for wishful thinking, but a reminder that the energy we project shapes our experiences. Focusing on negativity amplifies negativity, while shifting to positivity cultivates different realities. It's about becoming more mindful of our internal state and how that manifests itself externally. The book's practical strategies, such as visualizations and affirmations, are not treated as magical solutions, but as tools for reprogramming the subconscious. Sincero emphasizes consistent practice, recognizing that these techniques are not instant fixes, but require dedicated effort and a genuine belief in their efficacy. These aren't simply wishful chants, they are methods of embedding the desired belief into our subconscious, gradually altering our thinking and behavior patterns. It's about consistent practice, not quick fixes. That's where the real value lies. Sincero's writing style, while conversational and humorous, is deceptively profound. It lowers the barrier to entry for self-improvement, making complex, psychological concepts accessible to a wide audience. Her lighthearted approach removes the stigma often associated with self-help, making the journey of personal transformation feel less intimidating and more like an achievable adventure. The humor is not just entertaining, it acts as a gentle encouragement, allowing the reader to engage with the concepts without feeling overwhelmed or judged. A particularly useful aspect is the emphasis on taking action, not just thinking about it. The book consistently urges readers to move beyond reflection and actively engage with the world to create the lives they envision. This is not just a passive exercise of believing, but a call to active participation in creating a desired reality. Ideas without action are simply thoughts, Sincero argues. It's in the action that the real growth occurs. The book also addresses the importance of setting clear intentions and defining what we truly want. Sincero underscores the importance of specificity. Vague desires often lead to equally vague outcomes. This act of clear definition forces us to confront our genuine desires, ensuring that we're not simply pursuing goals that society or others have set for us. It's a process of clarifying and understanding our true self and creating a path for that true self. The challenge to embrace imperfection is a key takeaway. Sincero doesn't promote an ideal of flawless living. Rather, she encourages us to celebrate our individuality and accept our vulnerabilities. This isn't an encouragement of mediocrity, but rather an understanding that perfection is an unattainable goal and that progress requires us to be willing to make mistakes. Accepting our flawed nature frees us from the paralysis of needing to be perfect and makes it easier to embrace change and take risks. The book indirectly challenges societal norms and expectations, encouraging readers to forge their own paths rather than blindly following prescribed routes. This is a powerful message for individuals who feel stifled by societal pressure to conform. It's an empowering reminder that our individual happiness is paramount, and we have the right to define success on our own terms rather than simply accepting what's handed to us. Ultimately, "You Are a Badass" is not just about self-improvement, it's about personal empowerment. It's about recognizing the innate power we all possess to create our own realities. It's about shedding the limiting beliefs that hold us back and embracing a life of intention and purpose. The overarching message is that we are not victims of circumstances. We are co-creators of our experiences, and we have the agency to shape our lives into whatever we wish them to be. It's a call to awareness, action, and most importantly, self-belief.